what are we going to do?
Yeah, this is hard. You start to lose track of all schedule when you start camping and living like this. Today starts that first day of looking for dispersed camping, and originally I had said I was really anxious about it, and I'm still anxious about it because we are going 250 miles today with no reserved location, and we've never done that before, so that's a little scary to me. And getting there later in the day, like 4 o'clock range, hoping, you know, we have a good location, but we're hoping there's plenty of places to pull off and find a spot. And we're in Arizona, so technically we should. It's a Thursday, so it's not like a weekend crowd's gonna be there yet. So fingers crossed, we'll keep you posted and let you know how this turns out.
This is our first spot that we got in here at Red Rocks in Sedona. Forest Road, 525, long, bumpy road, crazy road. But we just found a better spot up the road. So we're quickly getting our trailer back on the hitch on the truck, and we're gonna go get us a good spot. All right, we made it. We found a great little spot. Check out this view. Yes, we have our generator running, and it is powering up lights and all that kind of stuff for now. We started with 2 generators going, and because the air conditioning had been left on and the microwave was plugged in when we started up the second generator, I think something happened. So now the second one's not working. Can't run air conditioning during the day if we can't use the second one, so we're trying to figure that one out. But anyways, we don't need it now. It's nice and cool up here, and we are loving our nice little spot. Here's our rig, and this is our view. Hi! Here's Daddy. We're a little tired. A little stressful. We found that other spot, and then we weren't so sure about it, and then we had to dodge, and we had to come out over here and quick find a spot, and yeah, it was a little stressful.
But look at that view.
I know, I showed them. Look at that view again. So we're gonna say goodnight for now. See you in the morning. What you got there, babe?
I think this is kindling, actually.
This will be good for a little fire. Just a little one. We don't want to start any forest fires.
10 minutes worth.
Yeah.
We have no wind, so
yeah,
I think we're okay today.
Yep. Good.
And we have dishwater to put it out.
That's right.
All right, day 1. And yes, the site is amazing, but my problem is my generators aren't working. So now we're in a position where one works, one doesn't. They keep faulting. Something's wrong. I don't know how to fix this. We don't have all the tools. And yeah, this is hard.
It's hard. We can't run anything on the outlets without the generator. Thankfully, it's been cool, so I don't need the air conditioning during the day. We have a portable lithium-ion battery, and that's able to run Max, our Bearded Dragon's heat lamp, and UV light if needed.
It's gonna run out before we're done.
But it might run out because we have to charge that on something, which would have been, you know, with the generators going, we could have charged it through the outlet in the RV. We also charge it when we're on the road for a long drive in the truck, but we're not doing any long drives. So, what are we going to do? Come on, boys.
So all it was the exhaust. All it was.
It was clogged. It
Completely
was
clogged.
hissing.
Whoa.
So we thought the one with the red light on, the overload light, was the problem. It's not the overload. That was working. It was trying like mad to keep up with what we were putting, you know, what load we were adding to it. This guy's sitting over here completely clogged up.
It's oil. It was
Look
just
inside
burning oil.
Oh my.
And I already started scraping this.
You could barely see
It's
through
completely, you couldn't get any air through there. So this thing was just pushing air as hard, and it was shaking. It was like, I'm not doing so
And it's
well
burning
here."
oil. It's just burning oil, so it
So
needs
it
more
might be low in oil. And,
Yeah.
But I mean, the char in here is ridiculous.
Yeah. Every
So-
time we started it up, it was shooting black smoke. So probably
We're gonna clean this thing out, add some fresh oil to it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna dump the oil, but
Close your eyes.
we're gonna soak this and free up the obstructions in this,
Okay.
and see what happens.
All right. Wish us
So
luck.
come back in a second.
Okay.
Too much oil, too much pressure
On what?
on the piston.
Now, this is my fault because I changed oil in these before we left, and I didn't know how much to put in. I hadn't read the manual. I just put in what I thought. And when you put too much oil in any kind of piston-based engine, you put pressure on those pistons, that's a little too much. So the best I can do now is drain some of the oil and soak it up with paper towels because I have nothing to catch it in. So we're gonna drain just a little bit and rerun it.
Okay.
See what happens. Okay, it's set. Go ahead and pull. Give it a shot.
Okay, go ahead.
Can't get it.
Oh, they're hard. Zach, you got it.
This one's not going.
Alrighty, this is smoother.
We got both of them going. Yay!
Okay, so day one, and we had all these issues, and that wasn't working. The overdraw light was on, and all we did was, like I said before, dump some of the oil, clean out the exhaust because it was clearly cooking that oil and just leaving char everywhere. So we improved the airflow, and now they're running smoothly with no red lights and quietly, and our air conditioning is running inside.
Yay. Not that we really need it.
Well, we don't need it right now, but
just
we had
wanna
to
make
test
sure.
this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay. Good morning. It's almost 9 o'clock and we're headed out to Fay Canyon trailhead here in Sedona. It's about a 2-mile hike out and back. Should be nice. And this is a very bumpy road, as you can tell.
Yeah.
We're on Forest Road 525, and this trailhead is not far from where we are dispersed camping. Woo! So we're at Fay Canyon Trail, and we are here. As you saw, we made it to the end a little while ago on this beautiful Fay Canyon trail. I definitely recommend this. It is fun for all ages. And now we're gonna go try and find the so-called arch. Probably be really cool. This way to the arch. We found the arrow in the dirt and sand that goes down into the creek. And this is the way. Here we go. Back in the truck. We had an awesome hike. It was beautiful. So many cool things to see. The trees, the bark, the flowers, little tiny flowers, and of course the red rocks. And we made it to the end of the trail, as you saw, and then we headed back and we were trying to look for the Arches Trailway because apparently there's a really cool arch to go see. And we found it and we started hiking up and we made it up, I guess, about a third of the way. And it's a kind of rough, you know, and with kids, it's not as easy sometimes. So we're all starting to get a little tired, made about a third of the way, and decided that we better make it back down, so safely. But if you're feeling super ambitious, that arches, I heard, is a neat thing to see.
I meant to take a video on day 2 yesterday and completely forgot because we got so sidetracked with working on these generators, because the repair that we did on day 1 was giving us issues. Technically it's day 2 here, day 3, I guess today is day 4. I don't know. You start to lose track of all schedule when you start camping and living like this. Anyway, on day 4, I believe is what it really is, we are down to 60 gallons of water from 80, so we're doing pretty well. We're tossing our dishwater outside, we're showering over a bin, getting rid of water like that. It's a great way to conserve. We had to take the generator completely apart again today and adjust the throttle body on it and expand that slightly so that we could start it more easily. And I don't know what we did, but we changed the setting on it and it's running just fine now. We had to scrape out the spark plug. It was gunked up. Oil's completely rechanged. Everything's cleaned out as best I could. I couldn't get anywhere near the pistons to see if they were clean, but when I bled the carburetor, it was coming out clean, so I'm pretty sure that's good. I'm not an engine aficionado. I think my son Gavin knows more than I do, but if you can hear this in the background, those are 2 generators that are just purring just fine. So I think we're good there. Any other concerns anyone has at this point in our boondocking, dispersed camping adventure about, you know, having people around us that we're uncomfortable with? Well, we haven't experienced anything like that. In fact, we've made all new friends around us, and we're looking out for each other. We're picking things up for each other at stores when we go out, you know, or dropping trash off. It's amazing how kind and nice everyone is who lives this lifestyle. I've yet to be disappointed. So that's day 3 or day 4. I don't know really where we are. We're in day 4, or technically day 5 if you count the day that we pulled in here. And we have figured out the generators. I've actually figured out how to start them correctly. It helps if you read directions, keep that in mind. Water, we started with 80 gallons in the rig and 21 in the back truck bed. And on the 4th full day, because it's almost day's end, close to making dinner time, and we're still at 60 gallons in the rig and 21 in the truck bed. So we're solid there, we're conserving just right, and we've all had showers. We have not cut back on what we drink. We've not cut back on how we clean dishes, so we're good. I think what the most difficult part is as busy as things are now, it's actually finding places to stay that are perfect and easy. We had to drive quite a distance to find this spot, and the washboard dirt roads 4 miles in, they get old, and I went to tighten things on the rig and on the bikes and on the truck, and there's a lot of loose bolts. So if you do this, keep that in mind. If you're gonna run these roads over and over again, tighten everything you can find on your rig. But otherwise, with the generators figured out and the solar and the batteries being, you know, charged as needed, we're good. Yeah, that's about all I have to offer on the day 4/5 into dispersed camping. You can do it.